Good morning, everybody. I am home from work. Danny's mom came over to watch Madeline today, so Danie was sleeping for most of the day just because he was really tired and he kind of needed a little bit of a break. And so Danny's mom was here watching her, and she seemed to have like some belly aches and stuff like that, so they didn't really get any good footage or anything. But right now, I finally have her asleep, and she looks very, very comfortable and very relaxed, and I just hope that she can avoid that 7:30 tantrum again, but we'll see. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go, but right now I just love watching her sleep. She looks so peaceful, and this is so much better than her tantrum that she has at 7:30, and I'm just gonna try to let her sleep as much as I can to avoid that tantrum. We are getting ready to go out to my parents' house for dinner like we do every single Wednesday, and so I'm going to get her packed up. I will have to wake her up, which makes me kind of sad, but luckily she does like driving in the car, so when I put her in the car seat, she will go to sleep, and hopefully she will stay asleep and stay relaxed and everything like that. So, I don't know, wish me luck. Here we go. Oh my goodness, guys, today has been so terrible. So today we had our reviews at work, and that was kind of frustrating. I had some problems before I went on maternity leave that were not my fault, but anyway, people at work were not being very friendly to me, and I'm not gonna like mention names. But anyway, so those things started reoccurring kind of with this whole thing. We had our evaluations for our job today, and my boss was a little rough on me with the numbers, and even pulled up stuff saying that I had used social media, and said that I was using chat and I was on Zillow, and actually like remoted into my computer and watched me use my Gmail chat to talk to my friend and stuff like that. However, what I didn't say in that was the time that chat was pulled, and that he said I had been on Zillow for 2 hours, like it had been pulled up for 2 hours, and that I was using chat for 2 hours. The times that were pulled for that, I was not actually in the office. I had pulled up Zillow. Somebody had sent me a house on Zillow, so I pulled it up, and I pulled it up from my chat, on my Gmail chat, and I was talking to my friend on my phone after leaving the office. I had gone to the doctor's office, and we were talking, and I was like talking about her about the doctor's office, and I was sending her pictures of the baby, and she was sending me pictures of her nephew and stuff like that. Anyway, so he said that he sat there and like read my chats, and sorry, the realtor was calling my parents' house. That's a whole other ordeal that I'll get into in a minute. Okay, so anyway, saying that I was sitting at work chatting with my friend all day and not doing my work. However, that day, like I said, I had pulled up my email to open up a house on my lunch break. I was looking at the house on my lunch break, and I left my email open on the computer, and I did not lock my computer. I left work to go to a doctor's appointment, and I was talking to my friend on my cell phone using Google Chat. So the Google Chats were coming up on my computer, making it look like I was sitting at my computer, but I wasn't actually at the office. I was at a doctor's appointment talking to my friend there. So that went on my report, saying that I was, chatting with my friend and stuff like that. And then another thing was like the Facebook Messenger, which sometimes some people, like Danny's mom, will talk to me through Facebook Messenger, or my mom will talk to me through Facebook Messenger, and sometimes that's my only means of communication with whoever is watching my child. So if something's wrong, I'm going to get on Facebook Messenger to do that. So that showed up, and then YouTube, because I listen to music. So anyway, he put on my report that I'm like on social media, and that I'm talking to my friends and all this stuff all the time, and I'm not doing that. It's just, it shows up on there because if you listen to music on YouTube or something like that, that shows up as a lot of bandwidth being used, and the chatting with my friend and stuff, like I was not even in the office, all that stuff. The Zillow was, I don't even use Zillow, so if Zillow was open, it wasn't because I was using it. It was because somebody sent me a house there and I just didn't close out of the application or anything like that. So anyway, that whole situation was pretty darn frustrating, but what can you do? I mean, we had some issues from before I went on maternity leave, and those are still kind of reoccurring, and it's just a hot mess. So now we have baby. So anyway, the house tested really high for radon, and there's a radon system in the house, and there's well water. So those all lead to there being radon in the well, which can be a very big issue. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh my goodness. So that can be a really big issue. So anyway, we asked to have the well water tested for radon, which I was going to pay for. And we asked for the seller to mitigate the radon that is in the air. They came back agreeing to mitigate the radon in the air, but they refused to have the water tested for radon. And I think that's probably because they know that there's radon in that water and it's going to cost $5,000 to have that fixed. So now we're just going, oh no, oh no, you're okay. So now we're just going back and forth with the realtor about what we're doing, because I'm not buying the house if it's unsafe for my daughter, and they think I'm backing out because I don't like the house, and none of that's true. I really, really like the house. I'd really like to buy the house, but I'm not buying it if it's unsafe for this one. And you know, if the sellers have 2 young children, and one of which has apparently been pretty sick recently, and radon can cause all different kinds of cancers and lung issues and everything. So it's kind of scary to think that they've been living there with those radon levels and possibly been like taking a shower in radioactive material. So we don't want that for you, and I'm just going to do what is best for her, which possibly means like losing almost $2,000. But if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. I'm going to keep her safe. Her life is worth more than $2,000 for me, so if I have to lose it, then I have to lose it, and that's it. Right, baby? Right? See, we're not going to make you unsafe. No, we're not. And so my mom is now currently out there talking to my realtor somewhere out there. I'm not sure where she's at, but she's been on the phone with the realtor because I was kind of over it, and now she's talking to him, so we'll see what happens. I am back at home, and I feel really bad because I'm not going to spend very much time with the dog. So Rocky is eating one of his little like Kong balls with some peanut butter in it, and I gave Chloe a dentist stick. I'm getting ready to give Madeline her medicine, and I'm hoping that she sleeps tonight. She has been having a little bit of issues sleeping. She's been waking up at like 3 or so, 2 or 3. So I'm hoping that she sleeps throughout the night. She's been drinking 6 ounces before bed, but I'm going to see if maybe she wants more, and maybe she'll drink 8 or so. So I have 8 ounces ready for her, and hopefully she will drink all of that, and then she will have a peaceful night. We did manage to avoid the 7:30 meltdown today. She did not have that, so that is really good. She didn't have one yesterday, and she didn't have one today, and I'm pretty sure it's from overexhaustion because I did let her have a little bit of a nap today, and you know, she's just not sleeping very well during the day, which is causing a lot of problems with Danie. He is just not having that great of a time because he gets home around like 2 in the morning, and then I wake him up at 5 to come take care of Madeline while I go to work, and most of the time she goes back to sleep until 9 or 10, but recently she hasn't been, so he's really been going on like 2 hours of sleep, and for him that doesn't work at all. So we need to figure out what we're going to do with her, and I think I might try to put her in her crib in the morning, see how that works. She is outgrowing her bassinet, and I'm so attached to the bassinet and having her next to my bed. So I might have to buy like a larger bassinet for her, or like a little pack and play or something to put next to the bed for her, because I'm just not really ready to let her go in the crib yet. And the doctor actually says that we shouldn't let her sleep in the crib until she is a year old. Like, she can sleep in the crib but not overnight. Like, overnight she is recommended to stay next to our bed for up to a year. So I don't know if we're going to make it that far, but I'm going to try my hardest to make it as far as I can. So anyway, I'm going to go give her her medicine and see how that goes, and I will be back with you guys shortly. So I'm working on getting Madeline to sleep and keeping her asleep. I don't think you can see her. Let's see. Here she is. She's working on sleeping. I'm letting her fall asleep in my bed because that seems to be her best option right now. So I'm letting her do that, and I think we're going to go to bed. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to our channel. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye!